Samaritan isn't good. I wasn't expecting it to be, but I'm always rooting for Sylvester Stallone, who easily wins the prize for the world's most intimidating grandpa. This was released 4 days ago as an Amazon Prime exclusive, and it was constantly being advertised on my social media. It stars Sylvester Stallone as a superhero named Samaritan, who was believed to be dead after a fight with a villain named Nemesis several decades earlier. A boy, played by Javon Walton, who idolizes Samaritan, suspects that Stallone is the reclusive hero and he needs his help to stop a gangster played by Pilo Asbak, I don't know, who takes up Nemesis's mantle. It's a low-budget film. It looks like a real movie, and even the acting isn't too bad, but the script screams made for TV. The biggest problem with Samaritan is that it just rips off a lot of other better movies. I really wish they didn't go down the cliched route of a young man who encourages his washed-up hero to come out of retirement. "Oh my gosh, I knew it! You are Samaritan!"
"I'm not that person anymore, kid. Samaritan died a long time ago."
The kid wants him to become the hero again, but the hero is reluctant. Then the kid gets into trouble and the hero needs to save him. Been there and done that 1,000 times before. It rips off The Dark Knight Rises, and they even rip off The Lord of the Rings, where we get a prologue of the kid explaining the history of Samaritan and Nemesis, and he says something like, "Nemesis forged a weapon, a hammer, and he poured into it his hatred." And I'm thinking, yeah, I've heard this one before. The special effects are bad, but thankfully there aren't very many of them, and that was a wise decision to have as few computer effects as possible. There aren't many costumed superheroes, but where we do see costumes, they look cheap and flimsy, kind of like Shaquille O'Neal's costume in the movie Steel. And both Shaq and Nemesis carry big hammers, so there's that. There isn't much action with the exception of the big finale, which I actually enjoyed. The finale kind of took a dark turn that I appreciated, but in better hands it could have been awesome. The fighting that does happen is pretty sloppy, however. There are scenes where Stallone is being shot by machine guns, and we see the computerized puffs of smoke and blood coming from Stallone's body. But then they cut to another shot of Stallone and he doesn't have any bullet holes in his clothes. Like nobody thought it would be important to put bullet holes in his shirt after getting shot 100 times. There is a reveal that happens at some point in the movie, and it could have been really cool if I didn't guess it was going to happen 10 minutes into the movie. It was so blatantly obvious what was going to happen, and the writers should have really made the characters' backgrounds more ambiguous. I don't recommend Samaritan. It's not so bad that it makes you want to jump off a cliff, but it doesn't have many redeeming qualities other than a mildly amusing finale.